Hello and welcome to Essie's Pilates. This is a 15-minute full body Pilates workout. It's easy going but very effective, so perfect to start your day with. You will need your Pilates mat and you can have a small pillow and towel close by. These two props can assist you in some of the exercises. Let's roll down onto the mat. Shoulder blades are flat onto the mat. Knees are bent, feet are hip distance apart. And we're just going to start rocking that pelvis slightly forwards and backwards. Gently pressing that lower spine into the mat to activate your core. And then roll back into your neutral spine again. And inhale and exhale as you're doing this, feeling the difference between your active core and just a relaxed core. Now let's go into our figure 4 stretch, starting with your right ankle. Wrap it around your left knee. You can stay here, pressing your right knee a little bit further away from your body. Otherwise, grab onto your left hamstrings with both hands and pull the legs into your chest. Make sure that both hips are level here and your shoulders are also squared off to your hips. And you're trying to keep your upper body down onto the mat. If you struggle to grab onto your hamstrings, make use of that little towel. Wrap the towel around your hamstrings and hold onto the towel, pulling both legs into your chest. And focus on your breathing here. You inhale, and as you exhale, you can maybe pull the legs closer into your chest. We are elongating the spine here. Alright, let's switch sides. Taking your left ankle, wrap it over your right knee. So you can stay here, otherwise grab onto your right hamstring and pull the legs into your chest. If you can't reach your leg with your hands, make use of your towel, but it's important that your upper body is staying down onto the mat. You want to lengthen from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Alright, and then let's place the legs down. Let's prepare for our ab preps. We inhale to prepare, exhale, engage your core, and then curl your shoulder blades off the mat, lengthening your fingertips forward. Stay there, inhale, and as you exhale, let's roll down again. One more, just like this. Inhale to prepare, exhale, engage your core, curling the shoulder blades off the mat, lengthening the fingertips forwards, stay there, and then we roll down. Now for our hundreds, we inhale, we exhale, curl back into your ab prep, stay here. We're going to start pumping those arms, and we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep on counting. Make sure your shoulders is down. You're not pulling with your shoulders and you're not pulling with your chin here. Your upper body is staying stable because your core is connected, while your arms are pumping and the arms are nice and active. You can float your legs up into a tabletop position if you want a bit more of a challenge here, but make sure that you are not arching your lower spine. If you start arching your lower spine, you can place your feet back down onto the floor again. And keep on pumping the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last one. Press out the last bit of air. Curl up a little bit higher. Lower the one leg down, then the other leg down. Lower your upper body down. Well done. That's your hundreds. Hug both knees into your chest. And then hold onto your shins, rock yourself up into a seated position. Moving on to our roll downs. Step your feet slightly forward. Inhale, you lengthen your spine. Then as you exhale, you scoop in your lower tummy muscles. You are rolling down, lower spine onto the mat, then your mid spine, and then lastly your shoulder blades and your head. Reach your hands to the back. Inhale, bring your hands in line with your chest. Exhale, activate your core, peek over your chest. And try to roll all the way back up into a seated position. You can always hold onto your hamstrings to assist you rolling up. Once you're at the top, lengthen that spine again. Inhale, exhale. We are rolling all the way back down again. Reach your hands behind your head. Inhale, bring your hands in line with your chest. Exhale, activate that core. And then roll all the way back up into a seated position. Straight spine here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, scooping in the lower tummy muscles. We are rolling down all the way. And then you can reach your hands all the way behind you As you exhale, place your hands right next to your sides and step your feet closer to your sitting bones. Now leg swaps combined with ab preps. Both legs up into tabletop position. Connect your core. Curl the shoulder blades off the mat. You are reaching the right leg away from your torso. Tap the toe onto the mat. Exhale, float the leg back up. Then the left side. And then keep on alternating from side to side, making sure you're keeping that lower spine pressing into the mat. You are stabilizing your pelvis also here, and the legs is reaching away from your torso to tap that toe onto the mat, keeping the knee in a 90-degree angle, and then you float that leg back up with control. Let's go for one more tap on each side. Bring the knees together, stay there, then lower the upper body down and hug the knees into the chest. Moving on to our shoulder bridges. So remove the pillow from behind your head. Place your feet in line with your sitting bones. Place your arms right next to your side, pressing the shoulders into the mat. You are clenching your bum cheeks, lifting your tailbone off the mat, then your lower spine and then your mid spine. Sink your ribcage into your pelvis and tuck that tailbone. We stay here. All the weight is going into your left foot. Float your right leg up into tabletop. Reach that right leg forward, tap the toe, float it back up into tabletop. And let's just keep on doing this for 2 more. Float back up. And one last one. You try to keep your hips level here. Place that right leg back onto the mat. Let's roll down, articulating the spine. And then we're going to go back into that shoulder bridge. Same thing onto the other side. Lifting up into your shoulder bridge. And then all the weight is going into your right foot. Lift the left leg up into tabletop position. Lower that toe down. Tap. Lift back up. Let's do 2 more here. Both hips are level here. And then float the leg up for one last time. Place that left foot down onto the mat. Stabilize the hips. Make sure both hips are level. Tuck that tailbone. Engage your core. And roll down. You can quickly hug your knees into your chest. Otherwise, you can follow me and roll onto your right side for your side clams. Let's bring the knees together. Knees are bent. And we're going to squeeze the heels together. Lift the heels up to the ceiling. Keep the core connected as you clam that top knee open and all the way down. And open up the top knee and clam it down. Keep squeezing the heels together and try not to rock that top hip to the back. Okay, we're going for one last one here, and then we're going into our half side clams. So lower that leg halfway down, and then you press it back up, squeezing the heels together. Let's go for 2 more here. Open up, lower down halfway. And then one last one. And lower down, bring the knees together. Hug that top knee into your chest. Take a quick breather here. And then let's turn onto our all fours, so wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Engage the core by drawing your belly button to your spine. Elbows is softly bent directly to the back. And then you tuck the toes. And as you exhale, lift the knees 2 centimeters off the mat. And let's stay here. This is the racer. Keep your head in line with your spine. Keep lengthening your ears away from your shoulders. And keep the core connected. And we just stay there. And stay. Lower the knees down. Now for our knee taps. You inhale, you exhale, lift the knees 2 centimeters off the mat. Lower down, tap the knees, lift back up. And just keep on tapping those knees up and down. Keep the core connected, keep the triceps connected. And let's go for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's hover the knees off from the mat for one last beat. Then lower down, untuck your toes and press back into your shell stretch. Relax the shoulders, so pull the shoulders away from your ears and focus on taking deep breaths here. You inhale and exhale. And one last breath here. And then let's turn on to the other side, so lying onto your left side for the side clams. With the core connected and the knees bent, stack the heels and stack the hips. Lift both feet to the ceiling and clam the top knee open and close. Keep on squeezing the heels together and make sure that top hip is not rolling to the back. So keep the core connected. 2 more like this, and then we're going into those half clams. Last one here, and now lower down halfway and press back up. Halfway down and press back up. Don't move too fast here, but rather keep it steady and controlled. Alright, lower the legs down and quickly hug the top knee into your chest and take a breather here. Then let's roll onto our tummies, and you're going to place your hands in front of you and rest your forehead onto your hands. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Then lengthen your feet out to the outer corners of the mat and press your pubic bone into the mat. Draw your belly button to your spine to connect your core. Keep lengthening the toes away and then lift the legs off from the mat. Lower your left foot down, tap it onto the mat, lift back up. Then the right foot, and left foot again, and then the right foot. So keep on kicking those legs, basically like swimming, and keep the length in the legs. And then let's lift both legs up. From here, bend the knees, bring the heels together, squeeze those heels together. Really keep on pressing those heels together. Then extend the legs out to the outer corners of the mat and bend the knees again, squeeze the heels together. Keep squeezing the heels together. And then extend the legs out. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the heels together, tapping into the glutes. And extend the legs to the outer corners of the mat again. Then bend the knees, squeeze the heels together. Keep squeezing them together for one last beat. Then extend the legs out to the outer corners of the mat. Keep them lifted for one last beat and then relax down. Let's go into our breaststroke. Reach your arms behind you, right next to your sides, palms facing onto the floor. We engage the core by pressing that pubic bone into the mat. Lift your navel to your spine. Inhale, exhale. Lift your arms and slide your shoulder blades back and down towards your tailbone, and that is lifting your head and your chest off from the mat. Flip your thumbs up to the ceiling. Keep lengthening from your mid-spine to the crown of your head. You can float your legs off from the mat as well, only if you're not feeling this in your lower spine. We are staying there. For 3, 2, 1, lower down. Let's repeat that one last time. Inhale, exhale, press the pubic bone into the mat. Lift your navel. Slide your shoulder blades back and down towards your tailbone. Lift your head and your chest off the mat. And keep lengthening the ears away from the toes. We are flying forward like Superman. Focus on length instead of height. We stay there for 3, and 2, and 1. Lower down, relax and press back into your shell stretch here. Then from the shell stretch, let's come onto our all fours to do 2 cat stretches. So you inhale, you exhale, draw your navel to your spine, tuck your head, tuck your tailbone. You are creating a big capital letter C with your spine, and then you press through your palms to lower your tailbone further down to your heels, but keep the tailbone hovering off from the heels. Keep rounding that spine, drawing your belly button into your spine, pressing through the palms to get a nice deep stretch into your lower back muscles. Come back to center, bring your head in line with your tailbone. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, exhale, drawing your navel to your spine, pressing away through the palms. Lower the tucked tailbone further down to your heels, keeping it hovering off from the heels. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine. Come back to center, bring your head in line with your spine. From here, let's go into our final exercise, the plank. Wrists underneath your shoulders, step the one leg back and then the other leg back into your full plank. Keep that core connected. We are trying to keep the pelvis in line of the shoulders in line of the ears. Therefore, keep your head in line with your spine. And then if you feel stable here, you can seesaw forwards and backwards, lifting and lowering the heels, but keep the upper body stable. Lower the knees down onto the mat and press back into your shell stretch. Let's take 2 breathers here in the shell stretch. Inhale, expand the ribcage, and exhale. Then come up into a seated position. You can turn to the front and you're going to bring the insoles of your feet together, flop your knees open to the side, lengthen through the spine, engage your core to protect your lower spine. Inhale, extend your hands all the way up to the ceiling, turn your palms out. Exhale, lower your hands down to the mat. Place your left palm onto the mat, lengthen the right hand up and over into a mermaid stretch. And then let's switch sides, placing your right palm onto the mat, reaching your left hand up and over into your mermaid stretch. Then come back to center. And just like that, we are done. Have a good day.